His craft continued onwards for the next few weeks at pretty full force. As I understand it, his newfound experience with medicinal drugs really got him fired up, correct? He just became unrelenting, and the public were completely losing confidence in the police force. Well, no, they'd already lost all confidence. Now they were forming task forces and going out onto the streets themselves looking for him. He even had followers by this point, groups of people who saw what he was doing as some kind of means to a human utopia. We just couldn't keep up with him.
Can you imagine if people were like worshipped, like Jason Voorhees or Michael Myers? Actually, that sounds like one of the Jason movies. It might not be, but there's a bunch of later shitty Jason movies. This is Halloween level, right? Well, let me just do some shit talking here. Oh, not shit talking. I watched a bunch of franchise Halloween movies over the week. I watched lots of Halloween movies, Friday the 13th movies, Nightmare on Elm Street, and Child's Play. So I'll give you my thoughts on each of those, because you've probably gotten used to the strategies and stuff for this stuff. There's basically a one-way shortcut here. And then it's basically using the segmented rooms and the trash cans to the right to put people away. That's the strategy for this one. Sometimes there might be poison in the middle of that pentagram, and that makes things a lot easier because there's a huge amount of people there at the start. Alright, let's start with Halloween. My thoughts on that. Saw the first Halloween and the second. Saw those two. Here's something I thought. Man, whatever print they have, like the film print that they're working from for Halloween, they've kept that in terrific condition. Because the HD broadcast, I was watching this on TV since I was visiting family, since they have cable. It's pretty much just AMC's thing. They were just doing all this stuff. It looked really, really good, even for a broadcast. Not even coming from a Blu-ray. So they must have that print in perfect condition. And it's not just that, it's also the way that movie is shot. The way that movie is shot is terrific. It looks so natural. If it wasn't for the cars and the hair, you wouldn't even be able to really tell it was a 70s movie, to be honest. And it really wasn't that gory or anything like that. That kind of surprised me, since it's sort of a progenitor for a lot of the slasher movies. I mean, obviously there's a lot of the Italian movies from the 60s, like Mario Bava and Argento, that really is what created slasher. And they were much more violent than Halloween was. But Halloween worked really well for a small budget movie as it actually was. It's really impressive when you think about it. Like, it wouldn't have really worked today. Like, it wouldn't have been able to become successful if it was made today. Even if slasher had somehow not happened before that, I don't think it would have worked. Now, the Jason movies, I feel like I've seen the first two Jason movies before. And the ones I caught on TV were 5 and 6 and 7, I think. And I think the first movie is pretty great for what it is. And then, of course, actually having the actual slasher character of Jason in the second movie is good too. Those movies get so bad so fucking quick. it's just like by the fifth one, I'm like, no, just stop it. And then like try to continue this storyline of this kid character from the end of the fifth movie, and it is stupid. And then you got the psychic girl one, and it just, I mean, it ends up in Jason X. And you look at Jason X, and you know that even the people making it knew it was shit. Nightmare on Elm Street, it gets worse too, but it's more consistent. It's more consistent. You know, the second movie is a big drop in quality from the first one, but at least the ones after that are around the same quality, I'd say. The third one's kind of goofy. That was the one I was mostly watching. The third Nightmare on Elm Street movie, it's just really goofy with the whole Dream Warriors kind of thing and fighting back and all that stuff, and then they do it terribly. I mean, it was really funny with the guy with the wheelchair as a wizard, and then he just gets his ass beat. And then there's the Child's Play movies. And I have never seen anything but the first Child's Play movie. And I've seen 1 through 5 now after this weekend. And I am honestly surprised. That is a series where the better movies are near the end. The first Child's Play is an interesting movie for what it is. You know, that whole, you know, perspective of the child sort of horror movie. It is a child-sized kind of thing to be scared of. And, like, the voice actor for Chucky is just great. The second and third movie, I really couldn't care less about. But Bride of Chucky, holy shit, that movie is... I honestly think that is a good movie. That is, like, a really good movie. And Seed of Chucky goes almost a bit too meta, with Jennifer Tilly wanting to be Jennifer Tilly. And all that crazy shit, and like the let's stop killing, and then we're going behind my wife and killing, and it's just a secret between you and me, my son with the split personalities and gender, and it's like, it's so fucking crazy, you gotta love it, especially after the fourth one. Like those two, absolute kino, just it's above art. Well, there, I had something to talk about while I go get busted and fuck up this first run. Alright, now for the second run. Wow, I say second run, but what I mean is the successful run, you know? The one that actually works out. So one good benefit is I've got the poison. I can poison the, I guess, the punch cauldron in the middle. So that's poison with a lot of people around it, like I said before, is a really great one. But besides that, it's mostly just killing room by room and using the doors being shut as your sort of function. As your sort of function? What the fuck does that mean? That's as your main means of killing, or just killing on the outside and dragging them over to the dumpster. That's about it. And we're coming into the home stretch. Pretty much no need to hide anybody that's left. Just slice them and dice them. Vader's on the run. Not today. I almost do something stupid there, killing him while the skeleton's walking towards me. I'm just glad he wasn't closer. And I have trouble figuring out where the last person is. I honestly don't see them, even now when I'm talking. Oh, that's right, she blends in. If I had hit the horse and he killed me, I would have. Whew. And there we go.